And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. It is Thursday, June the 4th, 70 this morning as we wait for a high in the upper 80s in just a little bit. There's lots to talk about. We'll get into the weather in just a little bit to let you know what is going on with the tropical storm that possibly is headed our way. That's around the corner. But you know, have you been like I and sit back and watched the news the last few days and just been saddened by what America has become with all of the stealing, the looting, the burning? It's awful. One of the saddest things I think I've ever watched, and maybe you've seen this video, and it's just, I'm not going to play it because it's awful, of where the cop is shot and he's laying on the street. He's got his cell phone in his hand and he's asking for help, and they just stand there and look at him, mock him, and he dies there alone on a sidewalk when he was trying to protect somebody. He's the ex-cop from St. Louis that was protecting a business, and I think he was a small-town cop also at some point there. But they shot him in cold blood on the street and stood there and watched him die and filmed it. Didn't offer a lending hand or anything. It's one of the saddest things I think I've ever watched in my life. Horrible. Is that the new America? I don't want that. What is it with the people that do this type thing? I understand protest, peaceful protest. I think everybody does. I think everyone agrees that the young man that was killed by the cop was done wrong, totally wrong. But for what has gone on and the deaths, last night, New York City, there was a cop stabbed in the neck, 2 more shot. When does this end? One of the saddest things, as I said, I watched, no compassion for mankind. That's not America. Let's hope we get this back on track soon before it just totally turns worse. That's my thoughts on that. And again, keep America in your prayers. That's the only way through anything is through prayer. And I hope you'll do that. As we begin our day, we go over to radar this morning to take a look at what's going on. Of course, our forecast brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. And we are absolutely rain-free in our area this morning. But as the forecast develops, and later today, after 3 o'clock, expect rain to start moving in. We'll have a 60% chance of rain, that high somewhere in the upper 80s, just tapping right at that 90-degree mark. We'll have a 60% chance of rain continuing tonight. Should be ending by 7 p.m., those early hours, 67 for a low. We'll have 40 to 50% chance of rain tomorrow. Over the weekend, we'll have 30% on Saturday. And as we reach into Sunday and Monday, 60% chance of rain as the hurricane nears us. As we back out, we're showing light showers just to the west of the Mississippi Delta. Memphis has got some rain. Up in Springfield, Missouri, Joplin, they've got a lot of rain there. Off to the coast down in Florida, we've got a bunch of rain. But let's go over and go ahead and turn on this tropical path of what's going to happen. Now, this is going to be Monday at 1 a.m., so sometime Monday we'll start getting the rain because it's just north of us on Tuesday. This line, if we'll look here, here's the path of it. Eastern Lauderdale County at the moment is not in the path of the circle of where the hurricane, we'll call it tropical storm, is going to move through. But as we zoom in on this and take a look at where this is, the cutoffs are and everything, it's just going to go due west of where Southeast High School is, go up through Russell and take in right through here, on up just across Highway 45 through Lockhart, where you'd go to Minnebucket Road there, taking in NAS Meridian North and splitting Kemper County and also Knoxville County before it goes up and makes its turn back toward the west there through Arkansas. But so what we're paying attention to is where it's going to come. Now, this has moved several times, this line. It has come through and it has shown out to Wynot right at the state line and has moved back and forth, and expect it to move some more before this is all done. But one thing is for sure, it'll be coming through this area on Monday, and whether it goes a little to the west or to the east, we will get some of the rain. Now, they're not expecting this to be a huge storm. I think 65-mile-an-hour winds is what they had predicted when it comes ashore. But all of that can change. This is Mother Nature. So we'll watch this. So sometime Monday, let's all pay attention to what's going on. I'll be here to walk you through it as we get always thunderstorms that spawn off from these things. So that is on the way. So be careful. Think about this with your weather as you plan your weekend. It's coming. Let's back out and look at the big picture here as it makes its path there. It'll start forming Friday. By Saturday, it's out in the middle of the Gulf, and by Sunday, it makes its aim towards us. And Monday morning, in the wee hours, which is Sunday night, while you're in bed, it'll come ashore there. And most likely, if we look at this path, it's going to split between Lafayette and Baton Rouge. Through there is where the eye of the storm will go. If it shifts a little bit more to the east, the more we'll get. But for the last couple of days, it's been focused right there between those two, between Lafayette and Baton Rouge. I'll keep you posted on that situation as it develops and heads our way. But just a heads up on the weather. Don't forget about what's going on with that, because some serious stuff there. So that's where we are. As we turn to some news stories this morning, we go over and, well, the Neshoba County Fair has been canceled. The Indian Fair, the Choctaw Indian Fair, was canceled first. Now the Neshoba County Fair, due to COVID-19. Why? Because there's so many cases still every day coming out of Neshoba County. A lot yesterday. We'll go over those numbers here in a few moments too. But I know there's a lot of folks that look forward to this each year, take their vacation. It's over. Not going to happen this year. And that's where we are. So make your plans. You'll have to do some adjustments now. As we go to this, they brought up more charges yesterday. The other 3 officers have been charged as well. Each one of them now faces 40 years in prison. As we look at this, the arrest warrants were issued. I think they now have them in custody. And we'll see where this goes. Will they be prosecuted? That'll be the next round of this. As this lady here, I don't know if this has set the internet and Twitter on fire. She stops her car. Now, this is in Burbank, California, where Santa Monica, rather, where things are getting burned and tore up. And this guy here is boarding up a store. She jumps out of a car and asks him if she can take a photo. And she just borrows a drill to make it look like she's helping. People watched it. It went viral. She's really catching it now. In other news, the Nashville courthouse fire guy has been arrested. Wesley Summers, 25. They tracked him down to his home and arrested him for lighting the historic courthouse on fire. That's a good deal that he's been arrested. This is, I don't know where this goes. One of the Black Lives leaders has declared war on police, and you can find the story in Daily Mail. Hawk Neeson, he is one of the chairmen of the Black Lives group there in New York, and he says that he's mobilizing his base. They have declared war on police and plans to release a blueprint for a change that involves Panther-style armed patrols monitoring the behavior of police at the streets of New York. This could be bad. I'm sure that, I don't really know what it means. That where are we headed with this, I guess is what I'm saying. Time will tell. In other news, boy, you want to talk about an embarrassing thing that could happen. A Mexican senator was on one of these Zoom meetings. It ends and she changes clothes, not realizing that her camera is still on. She went topless right there for everybody in the meeting, and, bless her heart, that had to be bad. The driver's license offices will be opening in the state of Mississippi come Monday. What is interesting about all of this is that teens will not have to take the driver's course at this point, the driver's test. They'll announce later when that will come back, but for now, they won't be required to do that. Kind of scary, isn't it? Think there's some that can't drive? Woo, boy. Drew Brees is catching a lot of flack here. Have you seen this? Because he said that he will never, ever agree with anybody to disrespect the flag of the United States. His team members and other football players are running him down for it. Thumbs up for him. That United States flag means a lot. A lot of people gave their lives, and he's hanging in there. So sometimes it's tough to stand up for what's right as others believe what they're doing are right. But standing up for the flag of the United States, that's a pretty big deal there for Drew. But he is catching flack and standing tall through it all. So that's a quick look at news this morning and what's going on with that. So we'll keep you posted as more of this comes along.
At Rick Justice Automotive, you'll find the right vehicle at just the right price. We have new inventory of late model, low mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs arriving every week. Come see us today, and you'll see how we've been able to help your family and friends find the perfect vehicle. Financing and a 57-month, 57,000-mile warranty are available on every vehicle. For an awesome car buying experience, come to Rick Justice Automotive. We take pride in earning your business every day.
One thing that is certain in uncertain times, EMEPA's commitment to you. Visit emepa.com or call 601-581-8600 to stay in touch. Stay healthy, stay home, and we'll get through this together the cooperative way.
As we recap our weather this morning, again, it's a 60% chance of rain today that should be happening. After that's most likely going to be after 3 o'clock. It'll be a window from 3 until 7 this afternoon. We'll have sunshine, otherwise high of right at 90. 89 is what we're looking for tonight, that low around 67. Rain again tomorrow and over the weekend. So make your plans to know what's going on with all of that. And that's where we're headed with all the rain. And Monday morning is when we'll possibly start seeing this tropical storm, this tropical depression that is moving toward the Mississippi, Alabama area. I'll keep you a close eye on that as it moves. But right now, most of Lauderdale County in that circle of where that's going to be headed. And that'll be coming in sometime Monday. And again, we'll watch that. A big thank you to our sponsors that help us out here at Scotty Ray's Weather. San Marcos Mexican Restaurant. You can find them out in College Park, along with SMI Automotive. Good folks there on 22nd Avenue. Graphics Guru, along with the EMEPA. Patrick Allen Doors. They'll help you there if you need a garage door. Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Rick Justice Automotive, and Hooper's on 22nd Avenue for anything that you might need there. So we do appreciate you, and thank you for watching part of this morning. I appreciate that. Any developing stories, we'll do that. Should some weather break out, I'll go back live and track it street by street as it comes near you. Again, thank you for spending part of your day with me.